What's going on, everybody, and welcome to this Thursday's edition of It's in the Blood. Just had about an interesting half an hour or so over at Swifties. Treasure Hunting with Swifties did the one chip challenge tonight. I suggest if you haven't watched me and my son do it, get over and watch him and Mark from Ram Detecting do it. We had a really good time over there, and I got to sit back and watch for once and not necessarily be part of the show and see my pain and suffering. So I got to watch everybody else's. Hey, as talked about before last week, going forward for a little while, for a few weeks here, we're going to have a special guest co-host. Nick's not with us again. He's out on a camping trip this week doing some family time. So this week and probably next week for sure, we have with us Mr. Tim, the Illinois Digger, is our guest again. And I thought I'd bring him in so me and him could do some BSing and talk some metal detecting, and then go through and do a few little odds and ends tonight. And then we have a guest later on in the show. But Tim, how's it been going, my brother? It's good to talk to you. It's been a minute.
It's been a while. I'm doing all right. Been busy. Been doing a lot of working. Haven't getting a whole lot of detecting time in, but
yeah. Summertime detecting is so hit or miss because of the heat and how hot the ground gets, and then you know, most of your farm fields are got crops in them, so it's kind of tough to find spots but be respectful at the same time. So we've really struggled this summer on finding good places. How many times have you been out since it got hot?
Well, I found a little park in between here and home, or between here and work, I should say. I'm at home now. And I've been there. I kind of set a mission. I said, I know this park has got to have at least one piece of gold in it. So I kind of set a gold mission. And I was going to this park every single night after work, and there is some mega deep clad in there. And I went around, the baseball diamonds and the basketball courts and tennis courts and the tot lots and everything else, and I could not come up with anything but clad and trash at that place. So yeah, kind of frustrating. And then it's, like you said, it got hot and dried up, and it's kind of lost the drive for a little while, and then the work started taking its toll and putting in a lot of hours at work, so it's been kind of taking it easy after work.
Yeah, it's kind of slowed down for us too. We haven't been able to swing as much lately. We're really getting into the whole idea of getting out in the creeks and such, and getting back in the back with the John boat, and then jumping out and being in the water. That's one place that, it won't dry up. It's always going to be there for us. So that's what we're looking at doing. We're getting set up to do that. Man, I'm going to tell you what, this chat's flying by today. I'm going to scroll back up to the top, and we're going to go through some chat here and say hello to a few people. First person that I want to say hello to tonight that I get up there is Clark's Cove Detecting. I haven't seen a lot of you guys lately, but it's nice to see you in the chat tonight. Robert, Melissa, think the world of you. Glad to see you at Swifties. I was excited when I saw your name, so that's really cool. Relic Reaper Metal Detecting, my good friend Don Garza. Hey, and Don, just so you know, when these farm fields open up in the fall, you have an open invite to go swinging with us anytime you want. Miss Mary Monarch is in the house. How are you doing, Mary? Nice to see you. Moto Mining is in the house. Man, and nice to see you. I love that video last week. It was really good. Anybody gets over, check him out. He finds a nice piece of gold. I really liked it. It was a chunker, man. I thought it was really cool. Starry Lock is in the house. Starry Lock was over at Swifties tonight and won the duck race. So Starry Lock won a copper round from Swifty tonight. Congratulations. And then our buddy Treasure Hunting with Swifty is in the house. Invited me to be his host tonight, and I got to watch them guys eat that chip and not suffer at all. Just sit there and root them on.
No way.
You into any of that hot stuff, Tim?
Negative. No.
Man,
I don't mind like hot food, but like any like chips and any of that stuff that got like the powdered heat, I don't like.
Yeah, that thing tastes bad. I gotta say that it does taste bad, but Swifty and Mark of Ram Detecting did a really good job at it. Cynthia Swearingen, everybody's greatest, biggest hero and fan, is in the house tonight. Love her to death. She's everywhere. She is everywhere.
She is everywhere.
Metal Detecting with Randy. If another shout out for Randy. If you haven't been back over to his channel, he lost his channel a few weeks back and had to rebuild it and start it over. So if you haven't been back over there or haven't seen anything from him, go over and show him some love. Hit that button, watch a video or two, help build him back up to where he was at before. Our good buddy Marlon from Mayor Videos. What's up, Marlon? Hey, I got a tracking number. Your package should be getting there very soon, as long as it made it through customs okay this time. It didn't come back. So there's a lot of swag in there for Rory and for you. Keep me on the lookout. Let me know when you get it, my friend.
You want to talk about someone else who's everywhere?
Yeah?
Marlon.
Marlon's everywhere. He definitely is a community loving guy.
You ain't kidding.
And then there's our buddy Digging It Back. Charlie's in the house tonight. What's up, Charlie? What'd you think of them boys eating that pepper chip? Man, see, Charlie's on the hook for $50 because they added some Reaper pepper to that chip today when they ate it, and he's on the hook for $25 a piece. So them boys are getting a check in the mail.
My boss came walking out of the office this morning and said, "I just ate the chip." We're all like, "Oh, you did? How you doing?" He was, "All right, gather around and tell what you're gonna do today." Evidently didn't bother him a bit. So,
and some people can be like that. Hey, our good friend Ian at Relics at Stack Stones, he made this background for me off of my my pre-Civil War infantry button. Made it look like it was on an officer's jacket. Tried to match the coat thread up. Made this background for me. Another shout out for Ian because he does some really good stuff with that. If you need any art done, hit him up. He might be able to help you out. Our good friend Kathy Johnson, take a good pic and use an image searching app if you want to find it on the web to see what. She's talking to Moto Mining. Kathy, nice to have you in here. Thanks for throwing out that advice. It helps people find stuff. That's what we're all here for, to share knowledge and information. Jody Mosby's in the house. What's up? Cruising down. There is a ton of chat going tonight.
Try and keep up. No way.
Man, I know. Murph's Magnet Mania is in the house. Made it in. Thanks, Murphs. Appreciate you. See It My Way One. Shane is in the house. Glad to have you, Shane Kubat. Thank you for coming in here and supporting Tim and myself. Also, by the way, if you haven't subscribed or know Tim's channel, it's down in the description today. The Illinois Digger. I love this. I love the shovel as the state of Illinois too. By the way, it's pretty interesting.
I like that. Yeah.
I think it's cool.
I gotta give a shout out to Scuba Sonia for doing that for me.
Hey,
we were in a chat one night, and I just happened to mention stickers and logos and all this stuff, and I actually was able to post a picture that I drew just with pencil and paper, and she says, "Email me that picture," and I was like, "Oh, okay," I don't even know her really, so I sent her this email with this sketch I drew years and years before, and out of nowhere, 3 days later, I get an email from her, and it's that logo.
I love it. I think it's really cool. It's one of the cooler logos that I've seen that's out there, and she's a great friend of the show. She was a great guest on here, and she's a good supporter, and we love her to death. I hope she's in the house tonight. But hashtag Team Sonia. Yeah, I know. Iron Antler Adventures is in the house. We've got some good magnet fishing going on there. These guys they always show support. And if you don't know any of the channels that I mentioned when I say hi, make sure you write them down and go check them out later. And also, please post your links. That's why you guys are in here. You guys self-promote while you're in here at night too as well. Let's going on through a little bit. Man, now we're getting to multi. It's getting William McKinnis is in the house today. I'm not sure that I know who William is, but thank you for stopping by tonight and showing support. Mark the Berg Hunter, my Ohio River brother. He may be up closer to Pittsburgh, but we're still on the same river. What's up, Mark? Nice to see you, my friend. I hope everything's getting better for you. Let's see, boy. Miss Rose Briggs is in the house tonight. How you doing, Miss Rose? Nice to see you in here as well. Gary's Metal Detecting is in the house. there's several Garys out there now with these metal detecting channels. I'm starting to lose track of them. Our good friend Frederick Romano is in the house. Frederick supports everybody. Always comes in here and hangs out and has conversation. Thank you, Frederick. I appreciate you, my friend. Going on down the list here, Miss Karen Wade is in the house. Mrs. Swifty got to sit right beside Swifty today, and yeah, got to watch him eat that chip. And I just seen one go by on the other. Miss Mark at Ram Detecting starting to get them cramps, so I'll get to him in a second. But yeah, that powder kind of hurts sometimes. Man, I tell you what, it's hard to keep up. It goes so fast. Benzo Gold is in the chat tonight. Benzo was my guest not too awful long ago. We had a really good time. Learned a lot about geology, and I learned a lot about gold panning and ways to go about learning it. Benzo's a very knowledgeable guy. Got a great channel. He's always got something good going on. Appreciate you being in here for a while tonight, Benzo. Oh, let's see. Getting through here. Cheryl Lammy's in the house tonight. I hope I said that correctly. Thank you for stopping by, Cheryl. I appreciate it. Michigan Jims is in the house as well. Haven't seen you for a minute. It's been a couple weeks, but thank you for coming back in tonight. I appreciate you. Digging it back, Charlie. Mentioned Moto Mining just a little bit ago. Moto Mining had that good video just recently. And I'm getting almost to the bottom here. Yep, Benzo dropped a link. Venture DeLoe is in the house. Venture DeLoe won one of my hats here recently. I know he recently got that. I saw the Snorkel Pirate was in the house as well. Snorkel Pirate was scamming some watch hours the other day. Does a live stream, and I click over to it, and he's got a 5-man pirate race going on for like 2 hours and 40-some minutes. I had to ask what the heck was going on. They were all out there racing for a while, but evidently he got called into work. This Daddy and Daughter Plus Water is in the house. Jason,
I love that name.
See you, my friend. Oh, I do too. I love their logo as well.
Yeah, that's cool.
Hey, you guys, Prospecting is in the house. That's Mr. Charlie. Charlie's. One thing I know about their channel is that they do prospecting on a budget. Lauren O'Reilly's in the house. Great supporter. And let's see, I said Venture DeLoe. Brooklyn Treasure Hunter is in the house. What's up, Mr. Anthony? Thank you for coming by tonight. I truly appreciate seeing you. It's always a pleasure.
Everywhere.
What's that?
There's another guy that's everywhere.
Oh, yeah. Anthony's all over the place, supports everybody in the community.
Yeah.
And that gets us to the bottom of our chat, man. We got caught up. Tidewater Magnet Thrower is in here. Jacob is in the house, cruising right along. Check out his channel. He is a Kratos TMT12. If you buy anything from Kratos Magnets, that is Jacob's discount code. And he's also, if you look over his channel, he's also got merch now. I think it's on Teespring as well. I'm not positive. JP's in the house. Yeah, JP. It is in your email. I sent it in your email too, brother. But I will put it back out here in just a few minutes. JP Lawns and More is in here. He's going to come up and have a chit chat with us here in a little bit. Dang it, Janine. Starting off this evening right. Thank you, Miss Janine. I appreciate that. Janine Spines is in the house, and she's showing some love this evening. Much love right back to you, sister. I appreciate that. Alaskans on the Fly, man. The new ones just keep popping up. Alaskans on the Fly. They've been here before. Yes, sir. That's where all the cool people hang out. Right here. We have a good time every Thursday. And look at there. Snorkel. I just called you out like a punk about your about your. Yeah, you guys ain't gonna make me cry tonight. I'm sure of it. Hey, you guys, Prospecting, Charlie, thank you very much, my friend. I really truly appreciate that. Hold on to those things. I'm gonna go ahead and post a link into chat one time here, but this is not for everybody right now. This is for JP Lonsmore in case he can't find his way in, because I think he's having some trouble with my StreamYard link. There you go, JP. FL Thunder Digging with Rob is in the house. Rob, thank you for showing up. Rob, we're going to talk about you a little bit more here in a few minutes. So if you want to hear your name and see it up in lights, God dang it, Cynthia, Brewers, thank you. Jeff Brewer, their prospecting channel. They come in there and support my sports channel with me and my daughter. Come in and hang out, make good conversation. We run our other stream starting at 11 o'clock tonight. We go for however long. Great supporter of everybody. Cynthia's kicking in at $10. Man, you guys are trying. I don't really want to get emotional. I mean, Dawn got me crying last week. I had to tab out for a minute and let Tanner take over the show because she hit me up with the biggest super chat I think I'll ever see, and I welled up pretty quick. I had to hide it. All right.
They're trying, brother. They're trying, brother.
They're really trying. Man, so we was chatting a little bit before, and somebody else just made it in the house to dive and detect. Mark and Angela's in the house. I thank you guys. Mark Miller, 508 Magnets. Josh Parker is in the house. Our neighborhood animal control officer. I love sharing my Snapchat with him. I always get to see critters and puppies and all kinds of good stuff.
Kay's digging it's in the house.
Oh, Miss Kay is in the house. Jacob, oh, stop, bro. Kay's digging it. I can't wait to see you again. I'm ready to come back down. It's going to be November sometime, maybe closer to Christmas. I'm not really sure, but we'll have to get back out. My God. Mr. Tim. So I saw a video. You and Jeff got the Wisconsin digger got a chance to go back out and metal detect a little bit together a little bit. If anybody didn't see the video, why don't you shell out a little bit about how your day went when you guys went up there and got together earlier a month or so ago?
Well, we were supposed to meet at like 8 o'clock in the morning. I got a text from him on the way up there saying he was going to be about an hour late. So I got there. He goes, don't wait for me to jump in. I was in the water for about 15 minutes. Third target I got, crappy little like 4 or 5 signal, and took the scoop through. And I got a floating basket that floats behind me. I got a tether line, threw the scoop into the basket, and right there on top of the mud, I could see the outline of a gold ring. Tiny little, it was the smallest gold ring I've ever seen or found. It's obviously a baby's ring. It barely goes onto the tip of my pinky finger. It's so itty bitty. And then later on, probably three hours later, got a signal next to a big rock in the water. So I pushed the rock out of the way with my foot and rechecked it, and it was a slamming like 26, 28 on the Knox, and took a couple of scoops, threw it in the basket, and it's super cool vintage sterling silver cowboy hat ring. So, and then Jeff found a really cool token. I can't remember. It's like from the 30s. It's a token from Milwaukee or something, I think. I don't remember exactly right now. He got like 4 rings. I don't think any of them were precious. Maybe one was silver. But yeah, we did pretty well. Couple old coins. I think I got 1 Wheatie. I think he got a couple old coins. But yeah, it was just a great time, you know. So
you said that was an old swimming hole or something like that?
Yeah, it was an old swimming hole. I don't really say too much about it, obviously, but he did the research. Like I said, it's probably 2 years ago. I sent him some pictures and kind of showed him what I was doing, looking for some areas around here. And he just, like I said before, he is a master at researching stuff. And 2 days later, he was sending me information on sites that he had been researching in the past couple of evenings, and he already had like 5, promising leads or whatever, and he just started systematically going out and investigating them, and he's like reporting back to me after each one and saying, hey, this, and he asked me some questions, what should I be looking for here, and we just kind of talk it out a little bit, and he just kind of report back to me every now and then, and all of a sudden he started sending me some pictures of some black silver coins and some wheat pennies and buffalo nickels and some sterling silver rings and some swim buckles and all the good stuff, and some all.
Uh-oh, are you there?
When you want to come up?
Oh, there you are. You be there, or am I going out? Uh-oh. I hope it's not me. Anyway, I think Tim's froze. Give him a second. 508 magnets. Uh, Today I was at work and I got called down to our other property today. If you want to know what this is from the frog means, there you go. You're back. And
Yeah.
long story short, I got down there and some of the guests at our other property decided to take the chlorine out of the skimmer baskets for the pool, and we got invaded by a frog. So I had a frog hanging out in the skimmer, and I'm getting ready to shock the pool, and I wanted to get rid of him to get him out because I didn't want him to be in there when I shocked the pool because we had a problem with our testing. And so the frog jumps out while I'm recording it on my Snapchat, for the day. Anyway, I have a frog in the bottom of the pool. Lo and behold, I got down to our sister property today, and somebody decided that they were going to, for 2 or 3 days, because we don't always get down there, decided to use our swimming pool as a toilet, and I had to clean fecal matter out of the pool for an hour this morning. We already failed our test with the health department for the week. They let me. I went ahead and shut it down for the year because if you can't control it, then you can't control it. So they've done it religiously every day. It seemed like, because there was piles of it in there, and not that that's a great subject to talk about, but I was trying to save the frog's life today so I snapped that out, and that's what Josh is referring to. And Dawn, don't you start, young lady. Much love. I like I said, when I get to Texas, you and your husband's going out to dinner with us for sure. Definitely taking you out. Magnetic Squatch is in the house. Man, what's going on, brother? Friday night, Squatch has to use a good live. Go hang out in there quite a bit. Yeah, Kathy, it was disgusting. It was god awful. It was horrible. Tim, I know Jeff, when I had him on that day, he really got into how much he likes the research. I love the research too, but he seems like he has an uncanny ability to find and pick up, different things about where he wants to hunt, and comes up with tons of information, because I noticed that he seems to really do good at that end of it.
He is. He is. I don't like it. I don't know what to say. I just that's what I need to do. I need to start asking him questions on how he does stuff, and I have. And another thing, not only researching the properties and pinning them down to where they're at, that's only half the battle. Now you gotta get permission.
Yeah, and he seems like he's really adept at doing the whole 9 yards. He seems like he's got it down pretty cold. And I don't mean to say this, out of any no disrespect for Jeff, but when you're getting to know him, he doesn't strike you as a very outgoing person, right? He seems like he's very introverted, kind of recluse. It's kind of hard to get him going talking. I mean, I felt that, getting to know him was the hardest part of having him on the show. Just kind of getting him to open up a little bit was the challenge. But what a great dude, and it seems like he is filled with knowledge. So I had fun with him.
Yeah. Yep. I think you nailed it. I mean, the first time we ever met, we had chatted on forums for, over a year, probably pushing 2 years, but maybe even over 2 years. And so we kind of, knew each other, but had never met face to face. And the first time we got a chance to meet was at a hunt down in Ohio. And even when I was like, "Hey, Jeff," and he's just kind of, "Hey," and it's just real simple hello. And I was like, "Man, does he not? Maybe he didn't know who I was." And then later on in the day, he actually came up to me and he goes, "Hey, do you have any luck?" And I was like, "No, not really. A couple wheat pennies." He goes, "I found a campsite back in the woods back there. Go down this trail." And he told me where to go and everything. He goes, "I gotta go grab a sandwich." I was like, "Man, that really? Is this guy jerking me around or what?" So I went down there, and sure enough, he told me right where to go in there. And he said, "There's a flagpole standing up in the middle of the woods back there." I was like, "Okay." So I went wandering back in the woods, and sure enough, there's a flagpole standing up in the middle of the woods. I'm like, "This is it." He wasn't lying. And we poked around. We didn't get anything good there, but there was obviously an old campsite there, a ring of rocks, and some pull tabs and crap like that. But even the very first time I met him, he was trying to turn me onto the good stuff.
No, Yeah, that guy he is stand up. I wish he would get out here a little bit more, and he was really trying to get his channel going again. I just think he just needs to keep producing that content. I find him completely interesting and and super knowledgeable, and I like listening to him talk. But he's just it's getting he's a little dry getting to know, and I'm not saying that out of anything bad. That's just my take on the guy. But I don't think you could ask for a better fellow to get along with. Really fast, like. Chacha Liberato. This is a friend of ours over from the Philippines and joins us on our sports talk show. We met through a Facebook Live personality. She comes on and supports every week. I just want to say, Jellica Anna, hello. How are you doing today? Thank you for your love and support. We do appreciate you. Both Alex and I do immensely. You're awesome. Thank you for coming by. Yeah, like I said, and JP, if you're in here right now, go ahead and pop that link and jump in here. Let me go ahead and drop it again if you didn't see it when I pushed it out there. But man, I tell you what, Tim, when we get going in here, time goes by so fast. I lose track of it so quick, and we haven't done anything that I intended on doing yet. But by the way,
is there a schedule?
So JP, get your butt up here if you're ready to go. If you can. But anyway, Jackson Blank. Thank you.
Son. That's my son.
Oh, really? That's
yeah.
Boy.
That's my boy.
Right on. Well, he's contributing. Jackson, I thank you, sir. It's a lot of fun having your dad on here with me. Oh, let's see. I just seen somebody else. There's my other digging buddy. Kurt, Naut 472. We're going to go out this weekend. We're going to go back to that same park where I pulled the infantry button, and we're going to go hit some of the outlying areas that used to be residences in the 1800s. Hopefully, we'll pull some good targets up since since we just finally got some good rain. Also, Jersey Ray Diggs, Rachel is in here tonight. Rachel, thank you for showing up. I loved your thumbnail. I hope you saw my comment, but I thought it was fantastic. Hey, I don't mean to take this down a notch, but it's something that's got to be kind of brought up and talked about today. But I didn't want to be the one to do it. I'm going to let JP come up, and we're going to have a little bit of a conversation here. Hey, my brother.
What's going on?
Hey, not much. Hey, thanks for coming on tonight and throwing out a little bit of that discussion that we've been talking about. I didn't feel comfortable talking about Ron's father because I don't know Ron all that well, but you and him are good friends, and you're putting on a benefit, so to speak, the Saturday night at the bar, correct?
Next Saturday.
Next Saturday. Why don't you in a few words go ahead and let everybody know what's happened, and kind of so that if they want to contribute, kind of get out some information.
Yeah. I just saw a buddy Charlie from Hey You Guys posted a link talking about the headstone, and that's the first thing that I was going to talk about. Was Ron's wife has created a GoFundMe for the headstone. The burial and plot and everything has been covered, but they're just trying to start the GoFundMe for the headstone, and it's done really well so far. But that's the first place, and I think, yeah, he's saying that Eminem made a video about it. YouTube didn't notify me that, but appreciate you opening up Ohio River History's bar tonight, by the way.
Yeah, it's okay. It can still be JP's bar.
No, it's your bar, man. But Benzo was over here last weekend for his birthday, and it just became public officially, on Facebook, I guess. And so while we were having the bar, we said, hey, let's do a fundraiser. So that's what we did. And we have a list of prizes. I actually went today to meet DC. He's in the chat. I met him, picked up his American Silver Eagle 2020 that he donated. So we've got it's a $5 donation, and everything minus the shipping is going to Ron F. and his family. And we're gonna do the drawing on September 11th at JP's bar. If you haven't been there, it's a great time. Shane will vouch. But
Yeah.
so we have some really nice prizes. I have PayPal and I have Cash App. I'm gonna make an update video on it and just put it out there, put it in the description of it, and so people can start. But just make sure that if you do PayPal, make sure it's friends and family. We've already lost one donation's worth just to PayPal because of the goods and services. There's no goods and services. It's just you helping out. So, but
So yeah, if I may for just a second,
take over.
a good friend in the prospecting community, Mr. Ron F. He does great giveaways and live stream on Mondays. His father, Ron, I assume that Ron and I are about the same age, and his father has recently passed, and they got the funeral and everything like that taken care of. They needed a little help with a tombstone and some few other odds and ends, and Ron's a very generous individual. He's a nice, outstanding guy, and he seems to be about my age category. So when I heard that he lost his father, that hit home pretty quick, because my dad's getting up there in years too. It makes me want to go and give the old man a hug, just because I feel blessed that I still have my father.
Yeah.
So anyway, long story short, they set up a PayPal for the JP and them. They're doing a benefit. They're donating all the money to Ron's family, which I'm not sure how much, but there's always added expense and people missing time from work, and there's expenses that people just generally can't afford. And we know it's not a lot, but everybody just wants to chip in and help out a little bit. So next Saturday on the 11th, just stop by JP's bar. It's a great live stream too, by the way. We always have a good time in there. Everybody cuts up. It's a good community. They all share channels. It's YouTuber love in there. So it's always a fun place to be. And then if you want, I'm sure that the link will get posted. There's a GoFundMe for a tombstone for the man. I think the last time I seen it was doing fairly well to get him taken care of. But Ron's a staple in the prospecting community. He's a great guy and could use a little bit of help from this community. And, I went ahead and made some donations on behalf of myself and Nick. We always go in together when we do this kind of stuff. So I sent money to JP yesterday, and we put money in for that tombstone. And anybody that feels like helping out, get in contact with JP here. I hope I said that well, sir.
You did a great job. You did a great job. I'll put the PayPal and stuff in the chat after I get out of here.
Yeah, I sent Ron an email today trying to get a hold of him a little bit, just to let him know that that I was here if he needed anything from me. And like I said, I'm only about 2 hours away, bro. We just went through the Reaper chip, bro.
I just got him today. Brother DC gave him to me today.
No way.
He gave him to me today.
I gotta watch. Well, here's the kicker, man, just in case anybody cares or wants to know. So the It's in the Blood crew and the Card Sharks crew, they watched me and my boy do this, and so they're coming over to the house next week, and we're going to set up, and I'm going to make another video. We're going to make another one, but the girls, my daughter and Shelby from Card Sharks and Alex's sister Sadie are going to be in the house. I'm going to have them locked down and let them eat that chip, and I get to watch again. So we're going to have a really good time with that. I will let you guys know when that video is going to come out and where you can watch it. I will definitely share it abroad because it ought to be interesting. Them girls they want to prove that they can out tough me, and they may be able to. So, but it's all good. Hey, JP, while I got you today, other than the bar, when do you normally post your videos, my friend?
Whenever I get one and get around to it. I don't have a specific date. But my brother Benzo, now he, on the other hand, he puts out videos all the time.
Yeah. Every time I turn around, I'm getting a notification for Benzo's.
He has more prospecting availability.
I didn't realize how much of a geologist he was and how much he knew about rocks and rock layers and when they came from. I didn't realize all that until I got a chance to talk to him.
Yeah, when we're on the creek, he says, "Look at this," and I'm like, "Looks like a rock."
That'd be
Do you? Yeah, he was an excellent guest in here and hanging out. I'm going to make sure that I'm going to get around to quite a few of the prospectors in the coming months. Hint, you're going to get an invite for a full show one of these days, my friend.
Wow, I don't have much to talk about.
Yeah, we'll get it. Well, then we'll get a couple of you guys in here. We'll sit here and have a good time over a few beers. How's that?
All right, that sounds good.
Jay.
This weekend I am going to the gold mine with M&M Prospecting, HD Shovel Ed. Chris V is coming up Saturday. Brewer's coming down Saturday, and it's gonna be a big time. So there might be some videos from that.
Yeah, you guys all get together so often and stuff like that, and man, every one of them names is. I hear good people every time you say something like that, and I actually, I was thrilled to death to learn about the prospecting. I was learn how to pan gold and got to run the dredge and had a blast. I can't wait to do it again. I mean, I was really fired up about it. And my buddy Nick, that's what he's doing this weekend. I was getting ready to say,
there's Gold Rush Days happening in Ohio this weekend, so everybody's going to be there.
Hey, Saskatchewan Fisher, I just seen your post in here. Let me find it over here where I can hit it right. Anyway, there it is. Hey, in last week's video, I did a little bit of talk. I'm testing for Predator tools. I've got a little mini spike shovel. It's a small hand shovel that they've given me to test to do a review on. But I've used the Piranha since 2017. That shovel is a beast. There's a link in my video before this if you are interested in a metal detecting shovel. These guys, it's made in America, handmade. They only make so many per year. That's the kind of people that we should be buying our products from, not something that comes in from overseas. In my opinion, they're good people. If you want to check them out, it's predatortools.com. They are absolutely.
You say that because Benzo was just talking about having to get a new shovel the other day, and he tried all of them. And this is for like our kind of digging. This isn't for metal detecting. It's for digging gold in the creek. And so he said he went to all the stores and tested out all the shovels and finally settled on one. So maybe he'll make a video out of it. But how do you go about getting that kind of thing about asking? Do they just ask you to do it, or do you ask them if they
So I come in, my goal in here is I promote items that I use most of the time. And I've been on that shovel for 3 or 4 years and I never mentioned it before. And so I sent them an email a couple weeks back and asking, at first I asked if I could be an affiliate, and do videos and support them. And they're like, listen, we're a small company. We're not doing anything like that. But if you would like an item to test out and do a video for us that we can put on, then we'll send you a little shovel. They sent me a shovel to test, and I've done all the preemptives for it. I'm gonna go out and make a video for it this weekend. But it's a nice little shovel I can take to the park or someplace where I don't want to look, with a 36-inch shovel in my hand. So, but I'm going to go do the test video for them. I'll send them a copy, and we'll call that hopefully debt paid. And if anybody goes over there and subscribes to their YouTube channel or buys a shovel, then that's good for them. I just want to promote good products.
They're good products. I've had one of their hand diggers and one of their 36-inch shovels for probably 10 years. Still have them. The knife's a little shorter than it was when I bought it. They just from wearing it out, it's never bent or broke. I think I actually bent the blade on the shovel a little bit, but never broke it. And I ended up buying another hand digger, and that one's still rock solid. Yeah, they make a quality product.
Yeah, everything has been solid. Rachel says that she's on the fence about going to Gold Rush, 8 hours each way. That's a lot of driving. But I know Ed and them's going to be there, right? They're all going to be there. The whole Flash in Your Pan crew is going to be there.
The whole crew.
I'm not going to be there. I've already got digging plans for this weekend, so I'm not going to make it. But I didn't even know about it until Tuesday. So, but I would like to go back and do it again. But I think Nick took them gold pans that he won up there at Flash Bash, and I bet he's got them with him going to the creek tomorrow. Because they're going up to a creek in central Indiana that, they found black sand up there. So if there's black sand, there's probably gold.
Have a good night, Ken.
Very good
Thanks for stopping in.
Yeah.
I'll jump out of here and let you guys get back to your show, brother.
Hey, man, I appreciate you coming here and supporting Ron F. And if you guys don't know,
allowing it. I'll put the PayPal and the Cash App in the chat.
Please do. And also, if you wouldn't mind, drop Ron's channel linked as well. I'd like to get that promoted a little bit too, so that people can go over there and check out his videos, because he's a solid dude.
Will do.
JP, thank you for stopping in tonight. I appreciate you, my brother.
Appreciate you, man.
See you, bro.
All right.
Yeah, I hate hearing when anybody passes, but you know, that's always a tough time in somebody's life, and you know, it doesn't have to be. I mean, it's going to be hard as it is, but you know, financially, you know, in communities like this, if we can just chip in a little bit every now and again to help out, it does make a difference, and I know that it will in their case, because that tombstone's pretty expensive, and you know, when you don't have a lot of extra laying around, that's a lot of money to take care of something like that.
Back at that point, for sure.
You know, so the next question that I got, you know, that I wanted to ask you about, and wait a second, anybody? Hey, just in case you haven't seen yet, AZ Mort he's rolling in. He's doing really well with his channel. There's his channel link, Magnet Fisher Galore. Mort, your mail went out today, bro, so you should be receiving your items 2 to 4 days. I don't know how long it takes to get there, but anyway, I appreciate the swap. So you got out with Jeff, and you got into that creek, and you both found some rings and stuff. That's a pretty good hunt. You guys had a really kind of a pretty good day there. What's the next thing that's on your agenda as far as either hanging out with Jeff or getting back out for, you know, something more than just a park getaway for the day?
I'm really, boy, I'm on the fence right now. I'm like I said, I've been working so much crazy overtime and stuff at work. It's time for a break. So I really would like to go to Digstock in New York in October. I think I need a break before that. So I recently heard about a friend in Massachusetts he's getting up there in age, and he hasn't been out detected in over 2 years, from what I understand. And I didn't know that. And he's been nothing but a good dude to me, and I'd like to go back out there and visit him. And in the meantime, I know that I've been talking to some people on Instagram and through YouTube, and there's a pretty happening spot out in Mass right now that it's kind of wide open, and I've got some invites to go out there. I figure I could kill 2 birds with 1 stone, maybe maybe 1 bird with 3 stones, I guess. So we're gonna maybe get some time off work, visit some friends, and get away from work, and yeah, maybe go detect for a few days.
That sounds like a really good time. Hey, Lost Boys Recovery is in the house, and I agree with that comment wholeheartedly. There's people in here I learn from all the time. Also, JP has pushed out his Cash App link, and I believe it's $10 a ticket for the drawing, and then but most of that money goes to Ron F, except for like whatever they have to do for the shipping and whatnot. But that's his Cash App. He's also got a PayPal as well. I have if somebody sees it, just make sure you let me know so I can hit it, because chat kind of goes kind of fast in here. So I guess my next question is that, and I know it's still a good ways out, but has anybody canceled out on that England trip or anything like that? You know?
No, not yet. Not yet.
Yeah, I started my passport process this last week, so I'm hoping to have that thing pretty soon, because you know, when the wife says you can do what you want, you can go if you want, then I'm like all about it. So now I'm just assuming that I might get to go. So I'm going to get everything ready just in case. I got the money set aside. I set the money aside the second she told me about it, just to make sure I had it in case somebody called. But if somebody backed out of that trip, or it has COVID fears or whatever and doesn't want to go, make sure you guys give me a call, because I am in.
Yeah, I don't hope anyone backs out, because that's going to be a really cool group. but if someone does, it'd be cool to hang out with you for a week in England. You'd love it.
It'd
be a blast.
If not, we're going to start planning our own trip at some point anyway. If it doesn't happen like that, I'm not counting on it happening, but I did put aside. I took the money and I set the money aside to do it, and I said and I went ahead and started the whole passport thing because I was like, that's something I definitely want to do.
Cool. Yeah, it's a blast, man.
So when you go back over there this time, do you get any of your items back? Have you chatted or at all with them, or do you get any of your stuff back? How much money do you got to pay to get your stuff back?
That's still yet to be released to me, that information. It's kind of, I think, I haven't got any of my treasure back yet, so I haven't actually had to cross that bridge. I haven't had to basically buy out the landowner. So some people say that some quarter staters he might have me pay the farmer maybe like 60 pounds or maybe 100 pounds. It's kind of minimal. I hope it's not much more than 100 pounds because they're fairly common coins from what I understand. The gold ring that I found, that's been disclaimed. I actually have the paperwork from the British Museum here stating that's been disclaimed. The landowner has that same paperwork. So that's actually waiting for me when I go back to pick up. That too, I'll have to reimburse that landowner for that piece of gold. However, the gold ingot that I found still in limbo. Can't even really get a hold of the British Museum. I mean, you send them emails and they basically don't really answer any of your questions. So you're kind of at the mercy dealing with the government over there.
Yeah, those were still some of the best stories. I wasn't expecting all of that when the first time we chatted. I was in awe the whole time. I was sitting here like a fanboy, just listening, going, it was unbelievable in my mind.
Yeah, I have a small video clip of that, and I don't think that's on my Instagram page. I think I've been saving that video because my tour guide who I was with that week, Chicago Ron, he films clips throughout the week for his YouTube channel, and he's usually like 2 years behind on posting videos of these trips for whatever reason. I'm not really sure, but for whatever reason, he still has not posted the video from our trip in 2018, the fall of 2018. And I've reached out to him, and he said he'll send me the clip, but he just never has still. So before my clip is pretty short. It's about 2 minutes or so, but there's not much to it other than me saying, I'm freaking out. I'm freaking out. Oh my God, I'm freaking out. Oh my God. I didn't know what it was really. I mean, I knew it was a gold, but I didn't actually know what the item was, what the artifact was supposed to be. I just like a half of an egg or something. It was just one of those moments. And then even as I was filming it, I wasn't really paying attention to what I was doing. And then we started talking, and I just hit stop on the record on the camera, and that was the end of it. But Ron was still recording the whole time, so he has a lot more footage of it than I do.
I mean, that's the thing, and the level of excitement in that type of moment, and you're trying to do the video. You want to do the video as well, but the level of excitement in that moment, there's no telling what you may say or do in that during that time. And there's been a lot of times that I found something that I absolutely would have loved to video, and I was so excited that I turned the camera off, or I only clipped for 2 seconds. I done something stupid, and now I'm trying to make sure every time, because I miss so many good finds that way. You go home with a hunt and you've got like 3 or 4 really good finds on there, something you think is epic, and then you go back and looking through the clips and the clip's not there. You're like, where's the clip? And then there's this little 2-second clip, and it shows your camera go down and hit shoot the ground for a second, then shut off. That was the clip. And so it's hard sometimes to be to be cognizant of what's going on and do the right thing. So it was nice if you had somebody there with you to record it.
Yeah. That happened to me last summer. I was out detecting with Wish Me Luck, Roberto, and he, I don't know, for whatever reason, I got home, sat down to make my video, and I probably had 30 clips. And I was going to have a ton of editing to do, and I plan on doing it in 2 videos. I was just going to chop it in half and do 2. For what I mean, like as soon as I went to go load everything, as soon as I pulled up my gallery, and I was actually watching the clips disappear right in front of my eyes. Turns out that my memory card had went bad, and it just started deleting everything off of itself, and it basically was garbage. So I had everything that was on that memory card is gone. Didn't have a chance to save anything. It's all gone. That entire day. It was a pretty good hunt. Gone.
Yeah, I've done that before where I deleted. I went as far as to create a video, upload it, and the files, I guess, as I was uploading it, were deleting at the same time the video portion of the file. I lost the video and had the audio, and I'm sitting here running a video for like 10 minutes, and all it is audio. There's nothing. There's no video to it, and I'm
That's exactly what mine did, but mine didn't. I lost everything. As you say, as I was clicking on them, they were just disappearing.
I was lucky that I backed the footage up, and then the next week I got to fix the video and re-release it. But I had the footage. I mean, it was as I took it, off the memory card and put it into my computer. Metal Detecting North Carolina, Mike is in the house. I didn't get a chance to say hi to you earlier, brother, but thank you for coming in tonight. It's always appreciated. And our good buddy B. Higgles is in the house. What's up, Brian? Nice to see you, my friend. There's another guy that lives really close to me that we're going to have to get together and do some digging. He's decided that we're just going to meet halfway, so that's cool. That'll save us both some time. But I got plenty of farm permissions in the fall and the winter time that if you want to come up this way, there's plenty of area to dig. Yeah, I was.
Where do you live, Shane?
I live dead nuts between Louisville and Cincinnati on the Ohio River. A small town called Carrollton, Kentucky.
Yeah, so you're in Kentucky, okay.
So I'm right on the river though. I mean, right on the river, and I'm dead nuts between. I'm 55 miles from Cincinnati, and I think I'm 48 miles from Louisville, something like that.
Okay, I thought you were in Ohio, but
well, the Ohio River runs all the way, to the Mississippi, all the way up through Pennsylvania. So, yeah, everybody thinks that I'm from Ohio. I'm just on the Ohio River, but that's okay. Yeah. It's not I'm about 5 hours from you.
Okay.
Which really isn't that god awful bad either, honestly.
That's what the wife just said. She goes, "Let's go to Ohio. Let's go to Kentucky. Kentucky, it's only 5 hours."
Yeah, come down. Yeah, just wait until we get to the fall where we have places to dig.
Okay.
Because we got a couple good ones that we haven't really found a lot there yet, but we know there was tons of activity. But it's like 100 and some odd acres.
There she is in the chat. Let's go.
Yeah, she's ready to roll. Well, that's nice. See, my wife's like, you go ahead, I'll stay home. There's Coastal Casey is in the house today. Hey, before we get and run out of time tonight, I do want to take a few minutes and open a few pieces of mail today, and say thank you to a couple of people, and I will get some channels brought up. But the first one, let me get off this here. Let's see, that's the right one. There, the first channel that sent me some mail, and this has been a little while back. I've just been holding on to it. 1 second here. It's from Robert and Melissa Clark, Clark's Cove Detecting. I think I made it. I finally made it into their official club, and so I want to get that brung up. I just looked down. I haven't watched a couple of videos of theirs in the last week. I'm behind again. We'll get behind, but anyway, I'm going to go ahead and pop this open. And anybody that I'm sure everybody in here is fans of the Clarks, great people. And but anyway, I can't wait to open this one up. So and see. I think I'm now officially a cover, and I'm not exactly sure how I got there, but anyway, the first thing that was in the package that they sent this time, make sure there ain't nothing else in there, is my Cover for Life sticker, and it's personally marked on there. I am number 71. So they got 71 members in their club, Cover for Life, and then one of their little stickers right there, Clark's Cove, and then another one, Clark's Cove. You lose it, we find it. There we go. Clark's Cove detecting. Hey, Robert, Melissa. I'm gonna go ahead and just say you guys you've been great support and friends. I really do appreciate the friendship that I've gotten from you guys, and as always, I want to get down there to see you guys as well. And then here's the official Cover for Life sticker, and I appreciate you saying that I earned it. You guys have been wonderful friends. Always been kind and supportive. I remember the first time I even tried to make a live stream, you guys jumped in here to help me, get my situation set out, and that was early on a Friday morning. There's a little bit of a note attached to this. It says, "Congrats on making Cover for Life. Thank you for your support here at the Cove. Enclosed is your stickers. Hope to get to hunt with you sometime. The Clarks, Robert and Melissa." Well, that's absolutely a fact, and I will definitely make a trip for you guys at some point. No doubt in my mind, or you can make a trip up here. Mike. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Stay golden. I don't know if I'm pony, dude. I don't think I'm pony boy, but stay golden. Mike, I appreciate that, my friend. Metal Detecting North Carolina. That's another one of these channels that is very supportive of everybody else in the community.
Yeah, very good dude.
Yeah, Mike is awesome. The other one that I have to get in today is I was on his channel earlier, is from Treasure Hunting with Swifty. I think I won a race or I won something on the channel. I'm not really sure at this point. We go through this stuff so fast. But just so you know that Swifty and Karen, they make some stuff up, and I guess that's what's in the bag here. It looks like a carabiner that they made, and this carabiner has a little baby skeleton key on it, and it looks like a heart. Let me get this thing out of the bag. I'm sure they made these up because that was the way I took it. So yeah, it's like a keychain with a carabiner, and it looks like a heart as the keychain holder. Yeah. And then it's got the little skeleton key that they made on there, and that is from. What's that, Tim?
It's the key to their heart.
Yeah, the key to Karen's heart.
That's right.
Let me get this going down here for a second. But yeah, Swifty, you and Karen, I appreciate you both. Thanks for having me. Let me host your Pocky One Chip Challenge tonight. Also, in this pack they sent, I got a Digging It Back sticker from Charlie. Also, a Team Clam Bake. Well, that's one's going to be hard with the light, but that's definitely cool.
Yeah, it is.
That's a very cool sticker. I haven't seen one like it.
Me neither.
Two of Swifty's Whatcha-Whoosies stickers. And another one of Swifty's, I love these, the business card that he has for Treasure Hunting with Swifty. And I think that's really cool.
Me too.
And then on the back, it's got a code of ethics on the back of this if you haven't ever seen this card, and it gives you the rules of metal detecting. It's the first one says never detect without property owner's permission. That's a very good rule. But anyway, I love his business cards. It's a great idea. Thank you very much for sending that out. I'm glad that I won because now I got more cool stuff. Also, I got one more that I want to get to today. I got another one, and I'm going to tell you all the straight up truth. It's from Ram Detecting, and I must have misplaced it. I've got more stuff since I made this studio that I haven't quite got organized. I know it's here somewhere, but Mark at Rams Detecting sent me something in the mail as well, and I just misplaced it and I can't find it. Sorry, I don't want to, but I ain't gonna lie either. Yeah, Ohio Relic Hunter. I love the truck on that card. It is very cool.
Yep.
Hey, there he is. Swiftie's still in the house.
Thanks for coming in, Bill. That's Ohio Relic Hunter. He was in the chat over there earlier at the Relics Radio show.
Right on. I've never heard that. How is that? Was that fun?
Yeah, it's fun. It's they got different guests on there all the time. A lot of YouTubers, and they get them on there, and they just same thing. They chit chat for an hour and a half, and
well,
there's a crazy chat that goes on in the sidebar the whole time, and it's a blast.
How do you enter? How do you join that? I mean,
I follow it on Spreaker. Download the Spreaker app on my phone, and anymore with all the boohoo and bad news on the radio and all this crap, I've just tuned it all out, and I am 100% metal detecting podcast all the time. My hour commute to and from work, and all day at work. I plug it into the radio on my machine at work, and that's all I listen to. So I'm clear back into 2018 right now before anyone knew about viruses and stuff, you know. So it's kind of nice to listen to that.
Yeah, I just seen some comments in there. It says Mark from Ram Detecting basically said that he's supposed to be on there next week. And
really?
then,
cool.
And then, Miss Mary Monarch says that I would lose my head if it was not connected. Thank you, Mary. I really appreciate your confidence in me. But it's true. Right now, I've lost a piece of mail that I know is here. So, but yeah, we'll go on from there. And let's see. All right, and get caught up. So this last one today is from Mr. Robert Clark, FL Thunder, Digging with Rob. And I know that this was the next one was another. This one's a silver dime that I won from one of his contests. I think it was on the 1,200 subscriber giveaway day. Not sure which, but it is a silver Roosevelt dime. And my eyeballs are horrible and I don't have a magnifying glass, but it says, thank you, Shane, for your support. It says Rob, and that was what came in there. Everybody's seen a Rosie dime, but it's a silver Rosie dime. And thank you for getting that mailed out to me, my friend. I had a blast detecting in Tampa. Rob was a very fun guy to be around, and also Dirt Troll and Troy. Very good with that Equinox. He's a silver sniffing fool. They find it just about everywhere. But I had a great time. I got to spend one day on my vacation with them guys, and it was a blast.
Where they at?
Tampa, Florida.
Awesome.
So we started in Orlando, and we were working our way to Clearwater, and then we got over one day to Tampa. If nobody's heard the story, we went over to, and I went and hung out with Rob in the morning. Then my daughter came in the afternoon, and we all went and toured Tampa Bay Stadium. And if you're a football guy, you know that they got the pirate ship at the end of the stadium. Well, Alex and Shelby, the girls, they wore their Kansas City Chief jerseys, and then we got to take pictures on the Tampa Bay ship, which is a big no-no for letting people with the opposing jerseys on the ship. But since we paid for the tour, we all got to go on there and we shot pictures for it. So we're probably some of the only people that may have even thought of that, to be able to get on the pirate ship with the opposing team jersey. And yes, Rob, we all found silver that day. It was fun. We had a blast. I cannot wait to do it again and get back down there or have anywhere like that. But at the end of that day, I pulled a silver quarter and a key out of the same hole in a very I don't want to say sketchy park, but to me it was kind of sketchy. There was a lot of bad stuff coming out of the ground. And I seen needles and all kinds of stuff like that. But we got over right near the side of the edge of that park, and I got a weird bouncy signal and dug my first silver quarter with the Tersace. And then, there was still another signal in the hole that was bringing my target and ID down a little bit, and it was laying right on top of an old key. Man, I was having a blast that day.
I seen that.
Yeah, it was fun, dude. And then I mean, that's been the biggest part of my highlight of my year this year is getting to spend time with other people and do stuff like that. And that's why I'm all about driving out. I think I'm going to take I'm taking the Halloween trip to go to dig with Swifty on Halloween, and they're having their little group out there on that little group hunt. I'm going to go out there for 2 days for that. And then the wife and I think we're going to go to Hilton Head Island for our anniversary in October. And then I'm back to Texas in November or December. And then other than that, I still got another whole week of vacation left to use. So if somebody's got something good they want to do in the last part of this year, hit me up. I got 5 days of vacation. As long as I can drive it in a couple of days, I will come hang out for sure. That's the big part of the fun. So you're going to go up to Massachusetts and spend some vacation time up there. Man, I gotta imagine that everywhere up there is just got colonial potential all over the place, right?
I mean, I don't know the state, but I don't live there obviously. But yeah, it's you drive through towns, and this is kind of embarrassing, but I never been to Mass, right? So I was invited to go hunt with a buddy off of the American Digger forum, and he sent me directions how to get to where we're gonna meet. And I'm following the GPS, and I'm coming to a stoplight in town, and I'm kind of wondering where I'm at. So I look over at the building next to me. I'm trying to look for the address on the building, and I see it's 1775. And I go, okay, well, man, I'm not even close to 305. I'm at 1775. And I look back at the building, and it said 308 on the other side of the door. And I look back, 1775 is when the building was built. I was like, what? Oh, this is so crazy. It's everywhere. Yeah. So the first thing I dug at the first place we went to, this is a different guy. First morning, he took me to a cellar hole, and the first thing I dug was a Tomback button. 1600s all day. I mean, I said, this is Tomback. And I go, isn't it? And he goes like, yeah. I said, this is time period. He goes, for sure, 100%. I was just immediately amazed. I'm like, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's really strange because the area that we live was settled in the early 1800s. Some of it was in there's a property in the town that I live in that's 1790 something. Now those are very early settlements and stuff like that. And sometimes we find a few things like, I mean, I've only seen one Tomback button come out of the ground around here, and that was Nick last year. That's on one of our field properties that we really love. That's where the half real that I found came from, where a lot of good targets have come from this one property, and we can't wait until they harvest. This year it's corn. I wish it was soybeans. It's so much easier to swing after they harvest soybeans. So, we get a little bit of that here on occasion, but usually most of the stuff is late 1800s, early 1900s for the most part. Every now and again we get lucky and find something that's period earlier. But yeah, I mean, but to just go down a street where all the houses were built in the 1700s would be really amazing, really cool. And no problem, guys. Anytime, my friend. Always sharing links in here. Make sure if you want to promote your channel, make sure you do it because nobody's going to feel sorry for you if you don't. You got the ability to drop the link. If I haven't made you a moderator, hit me up and I will. Yeah, Ram. Everybody in here is cool and will support you. That's a good thing. So you're going to get to hang out there in the a little bit this fall. So I assume that you're just burnt out from work this summer and you're ready for a vacation.
Yep. I usually take a little trip in the fall, and I usually do one in the summertime too. But like I said, this job here is just very demanding. We're working all kinds of crazy hours, and I'll be honest, I'm a little greedy. I don't want to pass up the overtime. So I've been sacrificing my detecting trip, and it's time. Like I said, it's just time for a break. So, and I already told my boss about it. He's sounds like he's fine with it. So I just basically got set it up here. So I'm thinking maybe in the next 2 weeks, maybe I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, that's cool. Everybody needs a break. I mean, but you know what? That green stuff's really important too. And when you're getting offered to make some good money.
Yep.
Our buddy Charlie has posted in chat. This is Ron F's channel. I know Ron's been in here a couple times in the stream. but he does a very cool giveaway stream on Mondays, and is a very personable guy and has a great channel. And anybody that wants to get up there and show him some love, especially send some condolences for his father passing, please do so. Definitely, I'm sure he would definitely be very appreciative of that.
Yeah.
That's yours. That's yours, right? That one there?
That's my girl.
That's your girl. I thought so. I wasn't sure if I remembered her name right, but I seen it there and I was like, ah, yeah, that's got to be.
Yeah.
Now, does she like to detect at all, or does she just like to go on the trips?
We got her an 800, so she's been out 4 times this summer, earlier in the summer. So she's giving it a shot. She, she's not addicted like we are, but she also hasn't had that oh my god find yet either, that wow thing. She's had a couple cool things where she come walking over, she's like, what is this? Look at this, it's kind of neat, I really like that. And she's already made up her mind. She's decided, and it's pretty obvious that she's not going to be a coin shooter. She's going to be a relic hunter. It's just
that's the way my wife is. She doesn't want to go out and dig it. She wants to, when I bring it home, she wants to do the meticulous cleaning on like little brass and items, and she wants to help find out what they are. She has no interest in digging. She will send me right out the door. And Shane from See It My Way 1 posted in here, in case nobody knows, he is the blind treasure hunter. I'm blind and I won't give up my passion for metal detecting. And I find it completely amazing that how you find stuff not being able to see. So anytime he posts or anything like that, Shane's an awesome guy and really adept at metal detecting, especially for not being able to visually find stuff. I have all the respect in the world for that guy.
Hats off for sure. That's hardcore right there.
Yeah, man. Filling it out. I mean, I that he's got to come in here. I got to talk to him about it. That's what's going to happen.
Do it. Yeah, that'd be great.
Yep. I'll hit you up later, Shane. You're coming on. I just decided today, right here and now.
That'd be sweet.
We're going to discuss that. But anyway. Oh,
ain't no doubt. His love.
I realized that Mr. Kubat at See It My Way 1 is only 4 subs from 1K. Wow. There has got to be 4 people in here that don't have him subscribed. Please get over there and make him make that milestone tonight before we leave. We got about 15 minutes at the most before we're out of here. I'm going to bring his channel up right now over here, and somebody better get over and hit that button. $998. I see lacking of 2. All right, I'm going to keep hitting the refresh until we hit 1K. I'm telling you, it better happen. I never saw the top one on there, but it says a blind guy throwing axes. Can I get a bullseye? Yeah, I got it coming up right now. Here is the link right now. Congratulations, Shane. That is way cool. Yeah, I'll be in touch. I got a couple weekends that I have that are already planned out, but I got a couple that are still free for weeks, and we'll get you in here and we'll have a chit chat about it. Get to talk about them 1K subs, man, for sure. I will definitely hit you up later. There we go. 1,000 subscribers.
Nice.
Dude, that is
congrats.
Yeah, that takes so much to get there too. I mean, that is just such a path to get to 1K.
I'm halfway there.
Yeah. And you know what? I'm sure that if you were out posting every week, you'd be there too.
Yep. There's another one for you.
What's that?
For Shane, or for See It My Way. I just subbed him too.
Yeah.
I wasn't subscribed to him. So
I remember the last video I watched. He was the last video of his I watched. I'm pretty sure that he was on a football player's property or something like that. That's the last one that I remember seeing. But anyway, congratulations, dude. That's really awesome. And I know that a lot of the metal detecting guys today found some prospecting channels, because I keep seeing it going through the chat, and likewise. And you know what? Anybody that finds any kind of treasure has got a home here, and we'll definitely during the live stream, I try to bounce it around a little bit and get different guys in here from different walks of life and different treasure hunting, so to kind of keep it kind of balanced out for everybody. But this is a safe spot, and I definitely on Sunday mornings of Mayor videos at 11:30. That is definitely another place to go if you're into any kind of treasure. I model myself after Mr. Marlin, and he knows it. So Marlin, as always, I appreciate you, my friend.
Yep.
You know, Tim, are you ready to come back next week? You think you want to do it again for another week?
Will you have me back?
Well, hell yeah, I'll have you back.
I'll come back.
I'll
come back.
Well, Tim is going to be back next week while we have while my co-host is on his current hiatus. By the way, his name is Nick, and his channel is called Tionic now. It used to be Take It On, but it's TION exclamation point C, and he changed it just for search recognition because he was having so much trouble of the REO Speedwagon Take It on the Run. You couldn't find his channel unless you were really specific in it, and it really ticked him off. But yeah, I'm glad to see Shane Kubat at 1,000. Hey, I'll be in touch with you tonight or tomorrow, and we'll figure out a time. So I don't know how late you stay up on Thursdays. I don't have to work tomorrow, so I'm going to be chomping at the bit to go out and metal detect tomorrow and do other stuff. But I'll definitely be in touch because I want that one sooner rather than later. And then my hero, I feel like she's my biggest supporter out there, is Miss Dawn, the metal detective. But she's posted a channel link out there. Be sure you check out Miss Dawn Shook. She is absolutely a doll, and I can't wait to hang out in Texas with Miss Dawn. But I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up today. I'm going to post a few things in here. Oh yeah, by the way, right there, Relic Reaper. Nick just posted a video. I noticed that he posted it yesterday. He got some. It's a short. It's not very long. He posted some Bluetooth earbuds that he got a really good deal on Amazon that he was really proud of. They are really neat. Got a good price on them too. So if anybody wants to check out a quick short, go over to see Tionic's channel. By the way, and then Venture to Low was in here today. Make sure you go check him out. You know, I get his TikToks. I love watching his TikToks. I watch them more than I do just about anybody's. It seems like every time they come right up for me, and I see him as soon as he puts them out there. Heck yeah, Shane, I appreciate that. As soon as I get off here today, I'll send you some information, and you can just get back to me.
Awesome.
But
awesome.
Tim, thank you very much. Ram Detecting's out there. I will see you again next week. Just like today on Tuesday, I'll send you over a bunch of information that floods your Instagram. And if you have any trouble getting in, just let me know and we'll work it out. And I'll post some information about next Thursday's show, probably on Sunday. But everybody, thanks for coming out today. Tim, I appreciate you being here.
Thanks for having me.
Anytime. You can bring your wife in here next time if you want. Heck, she can come on hang out too.
I'll try.
All right, brother. Hey, thank you very much. I'll see you guys next week. We're out.
Peace.